fans, welcome to Suzy Farms. Suzy Garden. Suzy's Garden was. Yes, we have to do was just like Cora. She's one of my greatest fans. I really love Cora. And even though we have different passion, I have a passion for agriculture, gardening, flowers, planting, raising animals and birds because that's my passion. So we can also do was when planting our plants. So today I will just want to demonstrate. As I told you earlier, I came late, and actually I just want to make sure that I beautify my garden. And so many people have been calling me to say, oh, we like flowers, but flowers are so expensive. Yes, flowers are expensive, but you can buy this pot like this. You see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 plants that you can separate and use in your own, and repocket it maybe in your flower bag or your flower pots. This one also, I will try to see if I can open it into 2 and put them in this 2 pot, then these small ones in this one bag. So let's see how it goes. So I'm making the video particular for people who are saying, oh, they love flowers, but it's too expensive, they love flowers, it's too expensive. Me, I always do it in a very traditional way, the way my grandma would have done it, because my grandmother, both of my grandmothers, 2 of them, Venanken Mariana and Amilugu Angeline, those were my grandmothers. They were my greatest people that really inspire me to start planting. So what I do is that I don't buy soil, I don't use pesticides, and I make sure I don't use fertilizers, because my soil has already been conditioned. If you come under the soil, behold, there's a whole life of microorganisms in the soil, because of the things I've been throwing and conditioning the soil for a long time. That's why if you come to my garden, you see all types of waste. This one, you see banana peelings, mango peelings. When I eat anything that's perishable, I put them here. You see onion. I've seen most people do the onion tea to fertilize their plant. I've seen so many people doing banana peels to fertilize the banana, this thing to fertilizer to use for their plants. What we do here is, I put all the banana peels here, put all the eggshell here, put all the onion peels here. So already they just stay there. When rain falls on it, it dissolves all the nutrients, they dissolve into the soil. So the soil is very rich, and it's also good because it provides food for the microorganism. So today what I do is that I don't buy soil from anywhere, because most of those soil, they have already been conditioned. Some have been baked and kill all the microorganisms in the soil. And that's why if you use most of those soil to pot your plants, you need to be putting fertilizer there. But me, I don't put fertilizer. So I will get the soil naturally from the Mother Earth. Has already conditioned this one for me. So this is what I'm using. And behold, I don't put any other fertilizer on my flowers. So in about 1 month, 2 months, you'll see how these flowers are growing without anything added into it. Yes, we can also live life in a very simple way, but still enjoying flowers and still doing what we like to do without spending so much. Life is easier. I grew up in this system, and I'm really enjoying it at no cost. So here like this is actually, if you see the soil, well conditioned. So the soil is there. I will just take this bucket and show you something. If you see at the side of this soil, what do you see? This is actually some pieces of wood. You can see them. This is 3 pieces of wood. This is surely wood, because in my house, everything that's woody, I don't throw any wood material away. They are all buried under my bed, my raised bed. They are all buried under it. And when you bury it like that, you see, it's within 1 or 2 years, it has provided us a good organic matter. it's very good for the plant to grow, you see. And that's also good for the microorganism that they can feed on. So those are really food for the microorganism. That's why I just get everything directly there and I use. So now we just take this my small shovel and make sure that I fill this thing with soil. This is natural soil from my garden. No additive. I don't add anything there. I don't add anything there. I know so many people will say, oh, how can you put this type of potted plants in your house that has microorganism in it? If you check one of my video on my YouTube channel, Suzy Farms, I will tell you that if you want to live longer, then live dirty. The more microbes you have closer to you, the more your immune system is enhanced. Oh yes, that's why farming is just like a very good healthy therapy for me. I love farming, I love gardening. You can't actually separate me from the soil. It doesn't go. And I keep telling people, God had a reason why he put us in the Garden of Eden. So normally when I'm putting my soil, I make sure that, you see, it's not really top full, because once they start producing new root, then I will add soil again for, to enhance the root. So I'll just put this one. You will see how everything will go like. It will be very nice. This is what I always do. I get soil from my backyard. Soil from my backyard. Everything that lives in soil, it is inside this very soil. That's why when I plant, I have even plants that have been for 10 years. I've never added any fertilizer. I've never added anything to the soil. But the plants are still growing. The plants are still growing. You see, this is earthworm. You see, I hope you are seeing it. This earthworm, but this earthworm, I'm putting it in the soil. It has to stay there. So the soil has earthworm. It has all the thing that needs to be in the soil. Mycorrhiza is there. You know, mycorrhiza is one of the things that help with root development. So since the soil is natural, everything is there. The soil life is very rich. So I don't need to destroy the soil life, then go and be buying chemicals. It doesn't really make sense. It's just like some people buying machine to do all the work for them, not having time to do the garden. Then because they don't move and they don't do anything, they spend all their money paying to gym. No. Get out of the house, go and do some gardening. You will sweat. You know, it is healthy. Really healthy. So I think these two are already done. Let me try to fill in this one. I'll try to get some more soil directly from the earth. You see, I'm trying to trim down at least 5 kilograms. So this is also healthy for me. Let me be doing something. As I said again, you see, this is part of my cupboard. Or beds, furniture, any furniture that's bad in the house, I don't throw it. You see, these are furnitures that got bad, and instead of throwing them away, I just bury them under my raised bed. And this year, everything, we just put them in there so that the soil will be rich in organic matter. This is actually what I do. Okay, so that being done, the next thing you just shift it a bit Everything that you know has not yet gotten rot, you can remove it if you want. If not, you leave it there. Everything is there. Let me show you the type of thing that you get from this type of soil. This one is those type of small, do I call it millipede? You see, very small. I don't know if you are saying it, but I just hope you see what I'm showing you. But then, it is part of the soil life. Let it be there. You see? This is earthworm. Earthworm. People go and buy earth casting every day to use when they can just give enough organic matter in their soil, and the earthworm will just be there. See? These are earthworms. So I put it here. Anything that is there is there. It's part of the soil. If you have soil that does not have any organism in it, then the soil is dead. It is not living. Soil needs to be living to produce more food. So let me go now to my plant. I'll try to see if I can get 2 out of this. You see? Oh yeah, it was that easy. It was that easy, man. It was that easy. Very easy. So I put 1 here and I put 1 here. You see? I bought just 1, but now I can repot them into 2 pots. So now let's repot as fast as possible. So when I open the hole, what happened is that I put in some water. See this pure water, nothing added, pure water. I put in pure water to make sure that it is free, you know. I put just pure water. And there you go. Bam, bam. And then I put some soil inside it. You see, I was telling you, now I have 2 plants, 2 potted plants, please. So you just stop complaining that, oh, it's too expensive, it's too expensive. Do your own trick. Yeah, I'm trying to do my own trick. So you do your own trick and see what you can get out of it. I put again some pure water. You see, the root is very nice. The root system is well built. So I put this. So that's how I do it. I come home and I make sure I separate them. And behold, they will still grow. If you care, you put it on 1 pot, it will even be too tight. So when I come home, I always separate them so that I can have 2 plants. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. There is even one, you see this one with the stalk. I can get some onion and make sure that I repot it in another container to get 3 plants. I always do it with success, and they always succeed. Oh yes. So yes, that's it. We have this plant, and then we have another plant here. Two of them. So yes, that one is done. I'll get another this thing to put this one there. It will be a different plant altogether. So finally we'll have three plants just from one pot. I get three plants. Then with this one, I just open the middle of it and put my rose there. Don't bother about the earthworm. The earthworm will stay on the soil to be fertilizing the plants for much time to come. So with this one, you see, we have four of them. We have four. You see, we have one, we have two, you see, we have three, and we have four. Oh yes. So I'm that type of unconventional gardener. I don't follow the books. I just plant, and luckily for me, they grow. That is one thing I love. Anything I plant, I will hardly lose them. I don't know why. Planting with passion. Planting with passion. You know, I didn't go to school to learn gardening. No. It is right there in my DNA. So I plant as my mind tells me. You see, we have this one. It's a whole potted plant. We have that one also, which is very nice. Then I'll also report this in another container. Now that I have my roses, as I said, normally I just leave it like this. When it start growing, when it pick up now, I'll come and fill another soil so that more root will develop. When it goes up again, I'll just be filling soil so that more root will develop. So that is it. Do you see this? This is potato peelings. The peeling of potato. Yes, I make a video to tell people that I do use the peelings of potato to grow potato for a whole season. You see this peeling of potato? I don't know if you can see. You should let me wash it in water and you see it. You see, this is a bud that's coming out from it. This can actually grow to produce another crop of Irish potato. This is what I always do. Like this, if you plant it, you still have potato. So you don't need to remove the potato, then you go and plant. No, just peel the potato, eat it. The peelings, you will still have some crops from there. So let me take some soil so that I can do another bag of plants. So this is it actually, guys. You see what I told you? This part of my furniture. I don't have the crusher to crush the furniture to little chunk and throw them. But then you see some roots are even growing in between it. I've seen so many people saying, oh, it's not good for the root. It's very good. Because when I grew up, I discovered that the biggest bunch of plantains comes from plantains that are planted close to a dead tree trunk. And even cocoyam that are planted close to dead tree trunk produce very well. So I'm using my experience to make sure that all the wood material in my house, any furniture that get bad, I put it outside for 1 year so that all the chemicals can get out of it as much as possible, even though not all, I don't know. Then the rest of it, I bury them on the ground. Tomorrow I'll make another live video so that you see what is under this soil. Most of them are my furniture. So all my furnitures are producing food for me, and all the waste from my kitchen is producing food. So that's actually my soil mixture. Just put it inside here. Oh yes. You see, you don't really need too much. You don't need too much. Just get 1 cup of roast. You will share it. You see, this one is really full. When it grow like this, the whole of this bag will be full. So anything that happened to be in my bag is going. And I said, you see the earthworm. This is the live earthworm. You see it? That's live earthworm. It is there. It will be doing the work while I relax and enjoy the flowers. So those who are actually removing them from the soil, I don't know what they are thinking, because it is their presence in the soil that makes the soil livable, alive. That keeps the soil alive. Once they are not there, the soil is dead. Without this organism in the soil, it is dead. So they stay there and they fertilize my soil naturally. Mother Earth can do anything he wants to do to itself. We don't need to be bothering ourselves with saying, oh, we want to put fertilizers. This plant is dying because it does not have fertilizers. No. So this is actually one of my favorites. I just love them. So I always like having them in my garden. I love having them around. I love having them around. You don't need to stress so much to plant. Nature will take care of it. So long as it is natural, your soil is natural, you don't need to stress so much. And normally when I put this one, I like some yellowish color. So I add this here to give me that yellowish touch. And I put this here to give me that yellowish touch. I've seen so many people saying if you want to pot your plants, you leave it in this pot to sit here. I always remove it. Why? Because I believe that there's a certain type of communication or relationship that the roots have with each other. So let the roots just spread out and communicate with each other in the way they want to. Why should I hinder them from having that mutual way of communicating? So this one is set. I'll put some water and add some soil. Just plain water. I want to saturate it. You know, any excess will drain off, so don't bother. All the excess will drain off. It drains on its own. So there you go. There you go. This one also has a drainer underneath. I forgot, I will have shown you the way it is. It has a drainer underneath. So this one like this, I will just keep it here. Nothing will happen with it. Then I will look for another container and slot that one in. Also this one, even though it's like this, there are times I used to like when, you know, like these creeping flowers, they creep over bed. I will not add anything there. So you see I have lovely containers of flowers. So you see, just from a few containers of flower that I potted plants that I bought, I'm able to make this one, which is very nice. I have this, which is also very nice. And I have this, which I still need to pot. I will just put some onion and aloe vera underneath, and that will be it. Not it will grow very healthy. I have this one that I've done, and I also have this one that I've done. And behold, here is Mr. Edward. I don't know if you are seeing it. The earthworm is right there growing. So nature has everything for us. And that was it for today. So I hope you like it. I hope it's nice. Those are my products. Yay! Please make sure that you like, follow, comment, and give your own opinion about what I just did, if it is nice or it's not nice. I don't bother if somebody is commenting, whether it's positive or negative. Just express yourself, give your own thought about it, and let's see. This is just the way that we can learn from each other and learn how to love planting and doing gardening in a very matured way. Thank you. You follow, make sure you subscribe so that we can be sharing more information and learning from each other. Thank you.